I don't have apologies working against PDP for presidency. I don't believe in injustice. Wike. And now to the news info. In this interview, the Minister of Federal Capital, Wike, speaks about why he worked against the People's Democratic Party in 2023 presidential election, the recent violence in Rivers State, his relationship with Governor Sim Fubara, Tony Okocha and Austin Okpara, excerpt. He says, the question, what happened in your state was less than honorable. The destruction of those local government offices, what is in your assessment as a leader in the state? He said, well, there is no decent person, no person who believes in the peace and stability of any nation that will say that he wants to support violence. No such person will say that he wants to support destruction or that he doesn't want people to live in harmony. But what is important is that when there is violence, when there is instability, it is for you to ask questions. What has led to that violence? What has led to that instability? What led to this destruction? If at all, it is very key. I said I was a governor. I have always obeyed the rule of law. You heard the governor say that our state is turning to a state of anarchy, where people don't obey the rule of law. What is obeying the rule of law? You must respect. You must obey the judgment of court. You must not take the laws into your hands. It doesn't matter how you say that judgment. The moment you don't obey court judgment, you are inviting anarchy and you are inviting violence. Mr. Wike, you that you are talking, do you obey court order? Do you obey the rule of law? And what rule of law did Fubara not obey? That you are saying that if he doesn't obey, he's inviting anarchy and he's inviting violence. And yet you say that people should not take laws into their hands, but you are taking law into your hands by causing violence, by causing anarchy, because supposedly he did not obey the court order. My beg. The interviewer asked again, what was the situation before now? He said, a governor came out on national television, not local television, to tell the world, I will not obey court judgment. Call his name now. What is a governor? You can't call his name. In fact, to crown it all, he said he was not aware the court said the election shouldn't be held. He went as far as saying, I don't need police before I conduct an election. Call his name now. Because the Supreme Court says LG autonomy election should be made. And you people are saying they should not conduct the election because of what you want to gain. Mr. Wike, what you are saying, you know you are lying. I don't need security agencies before conducting election. You need the protection of life and property. When someone says, I don't need police, what are you saying? I am inviting violence. Hoodlums will take the opportunity since the police won't be involved. The interviewer says, are you not misinterpreting what the governor said? He said, no, I'm not interpreting anything. You heard him say, I do not need police before I conduct election. He is my friend doesn't mean I brought him to APC, but he fought me during my election, but he is my friend. The interviewer said, but they withdrew the police from the state. He said, fine, what is the function of the police? What is the function of state security? It's to provide security so that hoodlums cannot take advantage of the exercise. And you are saying you can go, I don't care about it. In that case, who is the perpetrator of that violence? Mr. Wike. So because he said he doesn't need police too now decided to withdraw their police officers. And you think that is right? This man, I beg. Are you blaming the governor for violence in the state? He said this is not about blaming the governor. He is the architect of the violence. How? How is he the architect? You are the architect, Mr. Wike. You are the one. You are the problem. Leave Rivers State alone. Fix your ministerial work. Leave Rivers State alone. What is it? He said they were caught on tape. You see some of them smashing and destroying things on television. He said, so those who were smashing are my supporters. Those who were chanting, no Wike, no Rivers, how would that be my business? It is your business. They are your people. They are fighting for you, so you are the ones that sent them to go and destroy. Because they called your name. You saw me, I'm in Abuja, I didn't go anywhere. And you did not go anywhere, but you are controlling them from where you are. Take for example, if I know my supporters are doing that, I'll condemn it, But they called your name. When they have started calling your name and saying no Wike, no Rivers State, you would have called them to order. You would have condemned it, but did you condemn it? No. Have you condemned what happened in Rivers State? Because those who are chanting, he caught in again, say, let's not change the narrative. Here is a governor who said he wouldn't obey the rule of law and order. What we are saying, obey court order. Please, let's not change the narratives. See, he will not even calm down. They are interviewing you, you are cutting in. All of you presented yourselves to the court. All of you presented your legal representation, your lawyer, senior advocate of Nigeria, and the matter was argued, and the court came up with judgments. By my own view and opinion, I think this is what is supposed to be done. Therefore, I hereby say do this and do that. Fine, that is court judgment. We want order. You heard the president saying the judiciary has settled all political disputes. Those who went to court, those who want to settle political disputes, and you came out as a governor to say no. This is a fraudulent judgment, accusing the judiciary of being fraudulent. Yes, because they are. They are fraudulent. It's not just accusing them, you can see it. We know that they are working for you. So they are fraudulent. I will not obey judgment. I will go ahead and do what I want to do. Because you also do the same thing as well. He learns from you. In that case, who is inviting violence? Who is inviting anarchy? You heard him say our state has turned to be where people do not want to obey law and order. What is obeying law and order? Obeying what the court has said. This country is a country where you see people trying to use opportunities because Wike is there. I have a grouse against Wike. I want to settle that grouse. That is the only way I can do it. You forget that it's not about Wike, it's about society. It's about the state, it's about the nation. If today a court gives a judgment, not an order, a judgment and say, look, this is what should be done. You went on to appeal, which means you are aware that there was a judgment against this. You went on appeal. You don't want to be patient and follow the due process. What patience? If he wants to appeal, he can appeal. What is the court of appeal for in the first place? You don't want to be patient to follow the due process. Let appeal come out and say this and that. You come out to national television to say, I will not obey court judgments. It is fraudulent judgments. Now that one, they pain you now. We've seen that it is that obeying of court order that is paining you, because you know that you own the judge, you own the court, and because he has refused to obey them, that is what is paining you. Now you have said your mind. We know that that is your problem. If Ann Akole says, Wike is Nike, the cup you use to measure for others is the same cup that will be used to measure for you. Golden rule will apply. Law of karma will apply. Retributive law of justice will also be applied. Wike, peace is the best. River State is your state. If there is one living in River State, there will not be River State. Yes, so Clara doesn't battery says, but you swore that if you betray your party, you will never know peace. The video clip is everywhere. Talk is cheap and the world is blessed by people who do instead of talk. Yes. You betray your party and you are so arrogant to say it. And you are not sorry that you left your party to support another party to become a presidential candidate. You are a betrayer, and that is why people will continue to betray you as well. So don't be angry that people betray you. Do not. Face it, because you also did it too. So you get the consequences of your actions as well. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.